Hi, I'm Jacob Strickland. I'm from Falling Water State Park, and today I'm going to show you the waterfall. The elevation here is it's 5% or less, so for people with limited mobilities, this affords them a great opportunity and a great aspect point to view this waterfall. This was a big undertaking here.
Man, that is gorgeous. I mean, it's just like, you can see the top.
You can. Today is a moderate flow.
Yeah.
So, as you know, rainfall is annual, right, and then it varies in amount, and so the waterfall can be seasonal. I mean, you can go to Brazil and see a dry waterfall. Their waterfalls are seasonal as well. So, today, moderate flow, heavy rain, substantially more, and then you may come in here during the drought periods, and there may be just very little water coming over that fall. It's still 100 foot from this vantage point down to the bottom of that thing, and 70 foot from the lower elevation. You still get a pretty good feeling when you go down there. You know, you get to look at this unique geology and the karst topography of this park.
What are we looking at?
Well, right now we're about 70 feet from the bottom of a sinkhole. Just above us is the beginning of the waterfall. And basically this is some of that karst topography. That's K-A-R-S-T. Exposed bedrock, if you would. And what it allows you to do is it kind of allows you to see a little history, if you would. You take a close look at this bedrock and this limestone outcropping, you'll see pieces of seashell embedded within it. So that tells you that this has been underwater at some point, and it was sea critters. So this was actually a seafloor at one time, and those sea critters came in. You know, they fell to the bottom of the floor, stacks and stacks, along with sand and other things, and that's why you get the high calcium output, and the white look on the rock is basically calcium from those sea critters.
Are there a lot of caves around here?
There are. Have y'all been to the Florida Caverns? Y'all know about the Florida Caverns? Kind of looking at the same thing, just not developed into a tour cave. It's like Swiss cheese.
Yeah. Gotcha.
If we all knew what we lived on, we'd pack up and move.
Right.
But no, it's safe here. Don't get me wrong. I'm just funning and all, but yes, they're intertwined, and we have miles mapped up underneath this.
Really?
It's pretty impressive.
That's cool.
Pretty neat. It is. It is.
Cool.
Where does the water go? Where does it go? You guys track that?
That you kind of got a direct window to the Florida aquifer. Yes, sir. So it's going to go down into the ground path of least resistance, but it's pretty much a direct window into the Florida aquifer. That's a good question. A lot of people want to know where the water comes from. So it's annual rainfall again. Rain comes in, falls to the ground. We're in a high elevation, fourth highest hill, 324 feet high in Florida. So when the water comes and soaks into these hills, it will then, what they call seepage spring, seep out of the hills. They follow the path of least resistance. They cut little nooks and crannies and even branches, if you would. And eventually they just a little more water until you get what you see behind us today.
That is gorgeous.
It's more than gorgeous.
How do you describe it?
I would describe this as a unique anomaly in Florida. It is Florida's largest waterfall by far. When you put it in the setting that we have with the park, the upland portion of it, the sinkholes, the waterfall, all the topography that we have, all the wildlife that we have, all the variety of plants that we have, it is definitely a well-kept secret in the Florida Panhandle. I think if more people knew about this, they would be flocking to this area. We'd love to have you come out to Chipley, Florida and visit us. I'm Jacob Strickland, Park Manager, Falling Water State Park.